Five people watching. Hi, I am a bit late, but I thought to be early so we can start on time. Can you hear me? Can someone write something that you can hear me? Hello, Priyank Krishna. Hey, Annika. Nice. Okay. This is so weird. I feel that I'm speaking to myself. Great. Okay, let's wait 1 more minute to be precise. Nice, nice. Shalini. Sekhar or Sekhar? My video is blinking, so Durgesh and I thought that there might be some kind of evil soul around me or something. Let's see. Okay, well, I'm just gonna start by introducing myself a little bit for those who do not know me. My name is Nemat, and I am Palestinian Jordanian. Have been living between Sweden, Denmark, and Finland for the past 4 years, and studying world music and global music, yada, yada, yada. How did I get to be in the Ethno community is when I was studying music in Jordan, my teacher went to Ethno Sweden and he told me about this project and he thought that I should try it. So in 2014, I went to Ethno Sweden and I was absolutely fascinated by this whole, oh my God, meeting people from all over the world and just playing music from all over the world. And I kind of got addicted to the whole thing. And I started searching for other ethnos. I went to Ethno Germany twice and Ethno Flanders once. And I've also been to 3 folk marathons, Tübingen, Brno, and Prague. And Porto. Yes. It's kind of it kind of kept spiraling, and basically now most of my best friends are ethno people. And then I also, there's something called mini ethno Germany, it happens over right after the Christmas for 3 days, and I got invited to be an artistic leader there. It's kind of small ethno for youth people in the Ludwigshafen area. So I was there twice, and I also showed a lot of interest in joining the Ethno Germany team. So I managed to be there last year, 2019, as an assistant artistic leader in Ethno Germany, and that was absolutely amazing. Really happy about it. And this year, I was also supposed to be there. Let's see if it gets cancelled or not. So, long story short, this is my ethno story. And I have to say, I'm really thankful that I've been in this community. It has really widened my perspective on a lot of things in the world and gave me amazing friends that I would have not met if it wasn't for ethno. And it's kind of if I think about the reason why I ended up studying world music and global music is basically being introduced to ethno, the ethno concept. So I just decided to take it a little bit further. So right now, as it says in the picture, that I'm studying at Sibelius Academy in Helsinki. Gonna finish my studies in 1 year. And yes, okay, well, so as I said, like when I speak about, I've been giving a lot of Arabic music workshop to a lot of different communities and groups. And I mostly spoke about the scales that we have, the quarter tone, you know, these concepts. But it was always like a mystery for people about the ornamentation. How do you do this? And how does Arabic music sound so rich with ornaments? And like, I gotta say, it's really part of the music. It's very hard to separate it and say, like, we don't really take a plain melody and then take it with ornaments. That usually doesn't happen. It's just that by listening to a lot of different singers or instrumentalists, we kind of build a cultural collection of ornaments in a way that everyone knows the most used ones, and then you start imitating your favorite artist, and it kind of becomes like a kind of bucket of tools. And then later, when you want to teach it to someone who doesn't know anything about it, you start analyzing and like, oh, okay, actually, yes, I didn't know that this is what you do. So I will put the list here. Like, I prepared a couple of ornaments that we will try and learn together. Or actually, maybe I am just going to do this for now. You have no idea what am I doing because... Okay. So, you can get your instruments and tune if you need to tune. I will try to, like, one by one, take most of the common ornamentation techniques, and we can try to apply them with small phrases of songs instead of learning a whole song. And maybe in the next session we can learn a song together and apply those ornaments that I'm talking about. Okay. Any questions so far? No, I didn't even say anything. So, okay. So this instrument here, you see it. Okay, it's called oud, O-U-D, and it has 4, 5, 6 strings. The lowest one is like not doubled, but all the other strings are doubled. The tuning is C, G, D, A, F, D. But there are like 12 different tunings for this instrument, so this is just one of them. Okay. The first ornament that we will talk about, which is also existing in other musical cultures, is just simply the grace note. So if I do this, you can try to do it on your instrument. So it's just, if I'm playing da da da, what I do is da da da. So without the grace note, it would be with the grace note. Or is it clear? So if I put it in a context of a longer phrase, something like this. Okay. One very, very famous thing to do is, let's say that you have a descending scale. Let's play a descending scale from D. So play a natural minor scale from D, descending. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. Okay. We have a lot of melodies in Arabic music that goes like just descending or ascending scale, but you never play it just plain like this. What happens usually is that you add notes around the basic melody. So the basic melody is just the scale, right? So we have, but what we do is, here's one option. You can do this. So you still accent the main important notes in the scale, but you play also so you play 3 notes below, kind of re, do, si, la, do, si, la, sol, si. So it becomes like this. The same would apply to singing. If you have this melody descending, da, 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 da. Let's take it an octave higher. I also added a C sharp. You can also add a C sharp sometimes. So it becomes kind of like a minor harmonic. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. One other way to deal with it is something like this. Like just adding notes from within the scale around the main notes that you have to play. Instead of you can also do or it's kind of like trills after each other. Very common way to ornament this descending scale. And it doesn't have to be on each note. You can just choose notes, but it's also very common to I will play it slower and you try to follow with me. It's just a D minor scale. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And okay, don't mind that I'm only playing oud. This also applies to other instruments. But of course, like each instrument is different, like in the technique that is available for it, and I cannot go through all of them. But what I can do is I can provide listening samples for you after the session. I could like share with you some lists that I already made on Spotify and on YouTube. And if you have any questions regarding like a specific instrument, you can send to me. But this is the tool that I have with me now. Okay. So if you have your instruments ready, we will learn a very small melody without ornaments, and then try different combinations of stuff for it. So it starts on an F, and I will just play it for you once. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Just until here. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. And singers, just use a la 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 or any vowel or syllable that you'd like. So la 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 la. Okay, let's break it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3. La 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 la. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. 2, 3, 4. Da da da. Okay, so the whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay, did everyone learn it? Is it good, or do we need to repeat it a little bit more? If you need it again, just type a comment. Okay. Oh. A lot of comments. Actually, can your camera be a bit lower so we can see? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. A bit slower. Cool. Oh my God, I didn't see all these comments. We can't see your hands. Oh, okay, great. Let's try again. Is this good? Okay. So, do you need to play it one more time? Okay, let's do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. La 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 la. Last time, la la. Perfect. Okay, let's spice it up with some ornaments. Okay, so I'm just gonna try one version. Okay, let's not take it more. So what I did is simply, the first notes, I play them as they are. added this little Okay, so next is you remember it's just a descending scale. So what I did is what we learned before with the descending scale. So okay, so it becomes okay. Here I like to do this thing that's play those notes like chromatically after each other, and that's also a very common ornament to do in this kind of scale and in this kind of position. So I have to play it a bit faster, so can we loop last half? This one? Is that it, Durgish? Durgish? I have to check the comments because my laptop is a bit weird. La 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 la. Okay. Yes, I will do it with the voice. Okay, I will play it once with the instrument and then we do it with the voice. One more time. Okay, so this is just one way to do it. There are a lot of ways to do it. But I know, Durgish, I told you there are no lyrics, but I'm sorry that I have to send you very quickly down to this part so you could. It's literally 3 words. Okay. If I write it here, can everyone see it. It's only this sentence. Because if I teach it to you just using the syllable la 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 la, when there are actually lyrics to the song, it will not make sense, because the ornaments are usually connected with the lyrics if there are lyrics. So can everyone see that sentence? البحر بيضحك ليه? It means why is the sea laughing? Okay, so just to repeat after me. البحر بيضحك ليه؟ البحر بيضحك ليه؟ البحر بيضحك ليه؟ Did everyone get it? Okay. البحر بيضحك ليه؟ Okay, let's try this. البحر بيضحك بيضحك. Can you tell me what instrument is this? It's called oud. I'm sorry, I will not respond to the comments now. Let's concentrate on the... Oh, stay on this page. Yes, I'm really sorry, I'm new to this, so it really feels weird. Okay. البحر بيضحك It's kind of the same one we did with the oud, but it's really different with the voice because we have kind of different. Yes, I said the word different a lot. Okay, so let's try again. البحر بيضحك That's basically what's happening. So البحر بيضحك بيضحك. Okay, did everyone get it? Or one more time. Okay, so البحر بيضحك ليه 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 ليه. Okay, so the whole thing. البحر بيضحك ليه البحر بيضحك ليه البحر بيضحك ليه. Is that enough, Durgesh, or one more? Okay, one last time. Let's do it one last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. البحر بيضحك ليه. Great. Okay, I'm kind of simplifying things because there's a lot more that you can do. For example, البحر بيضحك ليه. You can add a lot more, but it's really a personal style and it's really different from singer to singer, from range to range, from instrument to instrument. What I'm trying to do is just give you a brief of what can be done. Okay, so we spent some more time than I actually wanted on this one, but we have other ornaments that I want to go through. And for now, I'm gonna share with you the screen and I will share a little phrase from another song. So let's see, how can we share the screen? Can I share the screen? Oh, I can't share the screen. Okay, then, well, we will just learn it by ear. You don't need to see the notes, it's easy. Okay. The good news that there are no lyrics. It's just ya la 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 ya la ya lil ya la 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 ya la ya lil. Okay, so I will play it once. Okay, let's learn it piece by piece. Okay, maybe this is too long. Then ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil. Okay, the whole thing. Ya la 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 la, ya la ya lil, ya la 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 la, ya la ya lil, ya la 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 la, ya la ya lil. Okay, did we all learn this part? Oh, muito linda. Thank you. Okay, did we all learn this part? Okay, I'm gonna take this as a yes. The second phrase is ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Sorry. Ya la 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 la. Then ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil, ya la ya lil. Okay, so the second part. Ya la 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 la, ya la ya lil, ya la Is it enough? Yes or no? Okay, so nobody in Arabic music plays like this. Not to depress you or anything, but there's no one who plays as plain as this. But even like when we compose music, we don't compose it plain and add the ornaments. But I made it plain to try to explain what happens for you. What are the important notes? What are the ornaments? So let's ornament it now. So what usually will be done is, you remember the grace note we talked about? Also this. Okay, so and singers, I will come for you, don't worry. Okay, so one more time. Okay. Or okay, so the whole thing. Sorry. Okay, I took it too far now. The second part would be so here, if we go back to the original scale, it's actually it's a G minor, okay? So we don't have this is kind of also an ornamentation style, to add an accidental that is not belonging to the scale. And it's really hard to explain when to do it. It's kind of comes within the listening to the music a lot. So even here I added an A flat. Okay, so let's do this part. Okay, you remember the ending was what I did now was This is also very common in Arabic music, to turn notes into triplets. We do that a lot in every possible case, but again, it's really hard to tell when exactly to do it. There are no rules on when to do them, but these are the most common ones. So let's play the second phrase all together and then play the whole thing once, and then we go to the singing, what we can do with the singing in this phrase. So My pick keeps getting stuck. Okay, the whole thing. I would play it once. Okay, one more time, or did you get it? Going once, going twice, going 3 times, and... Okay, great. So that phrase is one from my favorite songs. And in the singing, we can do a little bit different ornamentation. And the nice thing that in the song, actually, one time it's done by the singer and the other time it's done instrumentally. So let's learn to sing it together, and then we will talk about another technique of ornamentation in Arabic music, which is repetition. Very, very important thing. So let's sing the phrase together again. Okay. Ya la 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 ya la ya li ya la 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 ya la ya li ya la 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 ya la ya li. Is it too long? Ya la 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 ya la ya li ya la 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 ya la ya li. Okay. The second part. Ya la 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 ya la ya li. Okay, I think we've done it, we've heard it enough. Let's now add some ornaments. So, what I would personally do is sing the first phrase clean-ish, and then add some ornament in the second, first bar clean-ish, second bar some ornaments, third bar clean-ish, fourth bar more ornaments. So what I would do is ya la 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 ya la ya li ya la 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 ya la ya li. So the first and third bars I kind of kept it clean. So but there's also a little bit of sliding to the note. Ya la la ya la 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 la. I didn't immediately do ya la 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 la. I did a little bit of a slide. So ya la 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 la. Let's try together. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Great. Okay? Ya layali, ya la 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 ri ra 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 ra, ya layali, ya layali, ya layali, ya layali. Okay, from the top. Ya la 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 la, ya layali. Same thing. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. So ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya layali, the triplets. Ya layali, ya layali, ya layali, ya layali. Okay, great. So let's try to sing the whole thing together, a little bit faster. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la yeah, yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la yeah. One more time. Yeah, la 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 la. Yeah, la yeah. Ya la 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 la. Okay, so in the song, this phrase repeats twice. If you think about what we said earlier about adding those small notes to the original phrase, I wish I could hear you and have a discussion with you now, but I can't, so I will have to tell you my own opinion, that in the first bar, what I hear is ya da 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 da, or even just ya. Like there's one important note in that bar, which is obviously the G. So one other thing to do when you do ornamentation Arabic music, to emphasize the important notes in the phrase or in the scale. In this case, the most important note in the phrase is the G. So what I would do when I repeat this phrase the second time, to also make it less boring and by singing the same thing, I would do ya 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 G. Keep the second bar as it is, but just the first bar, instead of doing I would do ya ya ya. And the third bar, the same thing. The most important note here is the F. So what I would do is ya ya ya. I would remove the triplets the second time and go back to just doing da 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 ti da 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 or ti da da da. Okay, so the second time. Ya 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 di, ya 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 di. Okay, let's try and sing it twice and see what we come up with. 2, 3, 1, 2, go. Ya la 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 la, ya la ya li. Ya la 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 Okay, did you get it? Or is it too hard to get the idea? Any questions so far? Okay. If there are no other questions, I will move on to another ornamentation technique. I have been very optimistic, and I had to teach 9 in mind, but I think it takes time to learn already. Got it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so what I would do is move on. Is the beat? Yes, it's 3/4, Johannes. But it's really weird. Like I've performed before, and a lot of people sometimes feel it in 2. I don't know why. It's just the original one. I heard it 3 definitely, but it sounds really weird in 3 for some reason. I can send you the sheet music if you want, and to everyone if you're interested. It's actually originally in Maqam Rast. It's not only in the Nahawan that we played the minor. Okay, many technical terms now. It's called Futina Alladhi. I can Futina Alladhi. I can post a video of one of the recordings. Like there are 2 recordings of the original song. Yes, great. Okay, well, so much time left. I would like to explain a little bit more of stuff. We also, of course, have vibrato, but it's not the same. It's not the same concept of the one in classical music, I guess. So I am now holding a paper in front of my face, so I can't see. If you tell me, I can see the comments, but I can't see myself. So if you need me to adjust the screen, just let me know. Okay, well, on a string instrument, I wouldn't really do this, although I have the ability because it's fretless. But usually, like the vibratos we do are quite small and narrow. The same thing goes with voice. Like it's in the region of Egypt, Jordan, Palestine, Lebanon, and Syria, we don't really have a lot of fast vibrato. It's not. Usually it's a slow one that we use in singing more. It's not like as fast as the one that you can play on an instrument. We don't really do this. It's not so in the style to do this. Okay, one other thing that you can do is glissandos. That applies to voice or any instruments. So, okay, there's this phrase from one song that I like. This is an extreme glissando, but I like it. So what happens here is that I went from the F to the G, and the next open string is also a G. Don't mind my oud is out of tune now, but so And then I go back to the F. That's one way, one extreme way to do it. Okay? And in singing, usually in the melismas you hear more glissandos. So if I just do oh, something like this. You can also, on instruments, you can do a smaller glissando, just like if the note intended was this B flat, you can do this. Or if the note intended is an A natural, you can slide from B flat. Okay. I don't know how many of you have any percussive instruments now, but for example, if we have oud, canon, it's this instrument that it's hard to, I don't have so much time to explain it now, but it's basically like a box of wood with strings like this. You wear rings and picks, and it's played like this. It has a percussive sound. And we have also this ornamentation technique, which is the tremolo. And you can combine it with many things. You can combine a tremolo with a trill. So or with a vibrato. Unfortunately, you can't really do that with voice, but that would sound funny, I think. But and usually we use them in Arabic music when there's a long note, like half note in time, or just any long note, where like when the note has a shorter time, it's really hard to do this tremolo thing. What else? Okay, for singers, usually most of the ornamentation or like the improvisations happen on vowels. Most of the melismas that we do and using vowels, but we also have kind of sometimes show off in Arabic singing if you can do ornaments on L, M, or N. So let's try to do this. Any ornaments that you can think of, just do the sound L and do any ornaments that you want. It can also be done on M. Or N. Okay. Well, I guess that we kind of have to wrap it up. Okay, no, actually, one more thing that I'm going to mention for instruments quickly: pedal notes and octaves. That is not possible to do for singers as well, unfortunately. But pedal notes, that happens a lot. That you have this note, if you're playing a C minor scale, so you play all the notes of the scale and you keep playing this C pedal note. Okay, the octave notes, it's very common for all instruments. For example, if you play a phrase in this octave, very, very common that you do it immediately after each other, especially in improvisation. Like if you're improvising and you have something like this, that you play them after each other. Or if it happens that that phrase from the song that we learned, like, okay, we have that phrase twice in the song, what can we do? What kind of ornamentation technique can we do? That you play the same phrase an octave higher. I'm not gonna do it now, but like, yeah, just you can imagine that. Playing the same thing an octave higher on your instrument. One other thing that probably not all instruments can do, very common for oud and also for other percussive stuff, to play like a scale with octave notes. So okay, if I'm playing the scale, okay, my oud is completely out of tune now, but you get the idea. Boom, tam, ding, 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 ding. Very, very common as well. Okay. Any questions? There are 19 people left. Thank you for staying until the end. Okay, if there are no questions, I'm going to recommend this book for you. I'm not asked to do an advertisement by the authors, but it's an amazing book. Really, really, really well written. Like, it almost has everything that you need to know about Arabic music from A to Z. There's also a great website that one of the authors did them, Johnny Faraj, called Maqam World. Maybe some of you know it already, but I'm gonna write it down. Maqam World. And thank you so much for joining this. I really hope that you learned something or you liked it. I wanted to say something and I completely forgot. Yes, if you have any questions or you need to ask anything about anything or need some sheet music or some inspiration, just write me on Facebook and I will reply to you as soon as I can. And hopefully there will be another session where we will learn a song and apply some of the ornaments that we learned. I also made a small MP3 file that Durkish will send for everyone. Just I played a couple of phrases with my oud, plain, no ornaments, and then he will send them to you and you can play along and try to play any of the ornaments that you learned today or the techniques. I can also send you a paper of what I said today. Okay, I am going to probably go soon. Thank you, Anna, and thank you, everyone. And big thanks for Nizar for commenting, my friend from Jordan. Really cute. Okay. No questions? Well, thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye.